Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another watch along um, with. Oh, I don't know why. One second, I have no idea why that's happening. I need to mute this. I need to mute this. Oh, I think. Oh, okay, I know why that's happening. I think I know why that's happening. There you go. There you go. Sorry, guys. Sorry, big glitch, which is now fixed. But should be fine now. Thank you guys so much for joining. Obviously, another watch along of at Ashraf talks football. I know I keep apologizing for like not doing videos for quite some time. Honestly, it's very difficult, but I'm going to try and be consistent with at least the watch alongs. I mean, I have been joining obviously the watch alongs with Sad uh, and TKA, the Kura Pod, um, and I'm gonna make sure that I do them a lot more often on my channel as well. May I look like starting obviously with the lineups? Let's just go through the lineups real quick. Lade76 at the house, big up, bro. He says hello, Ash. Thanks so much for tuning in. Um, yeah, so just going through the lineups. I think we'll start with the home team first. We've got obviously Matt Sells in goal, Milinkovic and Murillo at centre back, Nico Williams and Ola Aina at fullback positions. And then midfield, you've got Anderson, Sangare, and Dominguez. It's not a bad midfield, to be honest. And in the front three, you've got Gibbs White, Igor Jesus, and Callum Hudson Odoi. At Arsenal, we've got a bit of a mix-up, not mix-up, sorry, but a bit of a switch, an unexpected switch, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. So obviously David Raya in goal, and then the same backline as Chelsea, which is Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Timber. And then we have Zubimendi, Rice, and Odegaard in the middle. So everything seems to be as expected here. That's our best available lineup, obviously. The front three, Victor Gyökeres starts up top. And surprisingly, both Trossard and Saka dropped, which for me I found a bit surprising. I thought he definitely dropped them against Inter Milan in the middle of the week, but not in this Premier League game. But yeah, he decided to go with Martinelli and Madueke, so obviously a lot of pace. And look, I think he did that a couple of games ago. Can't remember against who. Was it Everton or was it Wolves? I think it was Wolves. You know what? I need to check this because now this is going to drive me crazy. I think it was against Wolves when he did it a few weeks ago. I'm just checking here. Where is this Arsenal match? I remember him starting Madueke and Martinelli, and I thought the logic at the time was to play on the counter and obviously like exploit the pace of these two wingers. Yeah, there you go. I'm just checking it now. Oh, and the game has started. Let me just start the timer, start the clock. And there we go. Forest kick off the match. And we're off. But yeah, look, I'm just checking it here. So I'm pretty sure it was it Wolves or Bournemouth? No, it wasn't Bournemouth, that's for sure. Because Bournemouth. Oh yeah, it was Bournemouth. My bad. Yeah, it was Bournemouth. Bournemouth played a high line, and I remember as well the logic back then. Bournemouth played the high line, and I think maybe his logic at the time was, oh, I can hit them on the counter if I play Martinelli and Madueke, and in the end, we didn't really exploit that. Like obviously, we ended up winning the game, thankfully, but had nothing to do with the pace of Martinelli and Madueke. Big up Volume Assist, who says, big up Ash, Sean Dyche. Low block is nasty always. We need to break them. Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. I remember the first time he managed Everton, I think in the 22-23 season, his first game was against us, and they ended up winning 1-0. It's pretty annoying. I think his last game for Everton as well, before he got sacked, or a few games before that when he got sacked, he got a point against us at the Emirates. I think that was last season, if I'm not wrong. So we need to ensure that we don't slip up here. Obviously, United did us a big favor. United did us a big favor with that win. I called it. I'm not trying to be the person who's like, I told you so or something like that. But I found it very surprising that a lot of people were like, oh, United have no chance. And obviously, City fans were quite arrogant, saying that there's no chance and they're going to slap up United. And for me, I always found that surprising because Mbumo is back and Diallo is back and Bruno Fernandes is back, like, and they're playing at Old Trafford. Like, City have not been that good away from. Timber puts in a cross, but nobody's there to challenge that. And look, I don't have. Okay, I need to say this. I don't have an agenda against Victor Gyökeres, unlike what a lot of people are trying to say. I really want him to do well. He's an Arsenal player in the end. I wanted him all summer. I defended him the first 2-3 months when he was playing like crap. But this weird revisionism that people are doing, like, he's always making runs, and look at the still frame here. Saka didn't pass the ball to him, which is true, by the way. Saka should have squared the ball, but I think just people are going a bit overboard with that nonsense. Like, there's many times we put in crosses. We put crosses in and then there's no one to attack it. Look, Victor Gyökeres is chasing the ball now, but unfortunately, Sells is just going to come out soon, which is fine. Like, I want him to do these things. But just now, before this, Timber put in a cross and nobody was there to attack it. And you would think that striker's job is to attack that. Now, I'm not blaming Gyökeres for this, but I'm just saying for every time we're going to show, this player could have passed to Gyökeres, but they didn't find him. There's like 10 other times when there was a chance to pass to Gyökeres, but he just didn't make the run. So we have to be a bit balanced. Like, and the reality is he had a good game against Chelsea, a very good game against Chelsea, but he has had an abysmal season so far. And it's not a lie, no shame to say that. It is a shame for him because he should have done a lot better so far this season. He should have had at least, if we go just by pure numbers, I think he should have been on like 10 goals by now. But look, I've said this before. Any new player that comes in, I always give them like 2 seasons. Like the first season, I give you for adapting and acclimatizing to the Premier League, which you could argue that why would he need to get that? Okay, Madueke in, crossed in, and it's out for a corner. Arsenal corner. Oh, bro, we need to celebrate these corners like crazy because our conversion rate of corners is mental. But yeah, like for someone who came in with that kind of status and caliber and numbers, you'd argue like, why does he need a whole season to adapt? And yet I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm still saying no. I'm going to be as fair as possible and do whatever I've done with other signings as well and give them 2 seasons. So he has until next season to start showing up. But so far this season, he has been crap. There's no sugarcoating it. Madueke in, and that's a shit corner. That literally went out at the near post, didn't even go past the near post. Wait, let me see that again. Yeah, bro, that was a shit corner. My God. Look, I know he gave 2 good crosses against Portsmouth, obviously for Martinelli. And this one also looked like it was for Martinelli because Martinelli made the near post run and tried to get it, but obviously it went out. But most of the corners he's taken for us so far this season, I haven't been that impressed. I'm not gonna lie. He's definitely nowhere near Saka's level when it comes to crossing. Saliba back to Raya. First corner, I should say first penalty of the game for Arsenal wasted. And wasted because we didn't even put in a good cross. Gabriel, beautiful switch up to Ben White. Madueke almost loses it, but we recover. Yo, 1 second, guys, because this shit is bugging. Okay, there you go. Zubimendi to Madueke. He's going to go back to Zubimendi. Zubimendi to Saliba. Tell me what your score predictions, guys, are. Madueke takes on his man beautifully. Can he continue? He gets crowded out, but he still has the ball. He keeps it well. Good job, Madueke. He runs in and then passes it to Gabriel. That was good by Madueke. Gabriel to Martinelli. Gabriel to Gabriel. Timber. Timber crosses it in. Oh! Cleared by Morello. Madueke made a really good run. Rice. Rice to Madueke. Madueke to Ben White. Back to Odegaard. Out to Madueke. Madueke to Odegaard again. Odegaard crosses in. Oh! And it's cleared and headed back to Sells, who gets hold of the ball. Not bad, not bad. Decent start so far. Decent start so far. Oh, Ola Aina with the block. Oh, that's a good ball in. Dominguez. But Zubendi's there to clear, and Timber gets a hold of the ball. Nice Timber. Ben White. I don't know why Timber is all the way at the right back position now. Bruh, can you remember, please, that you're not playing as a right back this game? Okay, he's going back. Larry76 says 3-1. I'm assuming 3-1 to Arsenal. Yes, 3-1 to Arsenal, he confirms. Was that my prediction as well? What did I predict? Let me check. I said 1-0 Arsenal. Yeah, I do think this is going to be a tight game, to be honest. The thing is, all away games, I'm not going to lie, guys, all away games for me are really worrying. All away games for me are worrying. Like, there's only 3 or 4 teams that we could travel away to, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm not that worried, to be honest. Burnley away, which we already won this season. Madueke tries to get past 2, but he's blocked by Anderson and by Nico Williams. Can he win the ball back? No, he doesn't. He loses it, and Nico Williams is on the attack. He plays it to Morgan Gibbs-White. Morgan Gibbs-White switches to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Callum Hudson-Odoi coming up against Martinelli. And Timber. Ole Aina. Back to Callum Hudson-Odoi. To Gibbs-White. And that's a foul for Arsenal. No foul. Anyways, we have the ball. It's fine. Hey! Ref! Oh, shit. Okay, nice. Cleared by Odegaard. Back to Gibbs-White. Back to Callum Hudson-Odoi. And that's a foul. Oh, my God. Saliba is down. Saliba is down. I hope that was something on his head, because if it's a head injury, then it wouldn't be... I don't think it's that serious. Look, as I was saying, yeah, I think the only away games I'd look at and say, yeah, those are... Wait, let me see it again. Oh, it wasn't a head injury. He kicked him on his rib, on the side. Oh my God, that was a hard hit. He'll be fine though. I think it's just the initial hit. Yeah, Burnley away is a game I look at and think, yeah, I'm not that worried. Wolves away, although given their recent form, you never know with Wolves. And then West Ham away for sure. Again, even though they got a win against Spurs today, but it's Spurs, let's be honest. Yeah, I think just these 3 teams. I would have said Leeds away as well at the start of the season, but Leeds have also picked up some serious form the last 2 months or so. Month or 2, I guess. So yeah, Leeds have also been quite good. Outside that, honestly, every other team away from home, I look at them and I'm like, yeah, that's a good team at home. We need to win today to capitalize, honestly. Because 9 points, I'm not... Like, obviously... And that's a bad pass. Gyökeres wins the ball. And Gyökeres loses the ball. He comes back all the way to try and win it, and then he loses it in a dangerous position. Callum Hudson-Odoi cross, and luckily no one is there to finish. No, Nico Williams gets it back. And that's out for a corner. Oh my God, Gyökeres, what the hell was that? He wins the ball, he tries to dribble past 3 players. This is also the shit I don't like about us. Like, I like the fact that we're a very disciplined defensive team, but that doesn't mean we need everyone to come back that way. The reason Gyökeres makes that mistake is because he's all the way back defending there, wins the ball, and then he tries to do something stupid. You win the ball there, okay, that's a crossed in and cleared by Declan Rice. You win the ball there, at least clear it away. Or pass it back to the defense so we can circulate again. Sangare crosses in to no one. Raya's going to get that. We have to capitalize today, guys. 9 points would, I'm not going to say seal the league for sure, but I think we'll be done then. I think if we are 9 points clear, I find it very difficult to see City coming back. And City still have to play Spurs away and Liverpool away in the next 2-3 weeks. Although, again, knowing Spurs will probably lose at home for sure. No, not knowing Spurs, they will lose at home for sure to City for multiple reasons. One is because they're just crap. And two, I think if they can find a way to help City, they'll probably take it. We saw what happened 2 seasons ago. But I do think Liverpool will get points off City at Anfield. Madueke in, back to Ben White. And look, eventually City is going to have a difficult run. Sorry, an easy run, I mean, my bad. Eventually they're going to have an easy run. Like if I look at switched up to Martinelli, who I don't think is going to get it. Yeah, Olaina just shoves him out. Look, if we look, obviously we should look at ourselves first and foremost. And obviously, if we do the job today, we don't have an easy game next week. It's United, who you could argue might be rejuvenated now with Carrick as manager, and obviously after their win today. But it's at the Emirates, so I expect that we should get the job done. But you look at City's matches. So City's next game, oh my God, Gabriel. No, he recovers really well. Good job, Gabriel. What's going on? Okay. No foul. He's just checking on the player that's fallen down. I thought he was calling foul. There was nothing close to a foul there. Gabriel with just some good defending. Look at his Dominguez, the cheating, diving. I don't want to curse. Gabriel puts his hand to shield. It touches Dominguez's chest, and he goes and holds his face. Bro, book him. They need to add like yellow cards with VAR as well, honestly. Ridiculous. Yeah, so City's Premier League games, they've got Wolves at the Etihad. They should walk that game. Then Spurs away and then Liverpool away. 2 difficult games, but again, Spurs being Spurs, I think that they might get a win against Spurs. I don't think they beat Liverpool. Then they play at home against Fulham and at home against Newcastle. I think they win both games. Their record against Fulham is mental. They have won every single match against Fulham since 2012. That is crazy. Then they play Leeds away. Could be difficult, to be honest. Could be a tricky game. And then they have Forest at the Etihad, which they'll obviously win. West Ham away, which they'll win. Palace at the Etihad, which they'll win. Then they play Chelsea away, difficult game, and then they play us at the Etihad. So you see, outside Chelsea and Arsenal, every other game for them, obviously, is the Spurs and Liverpool. But let's say Liverpool, forget Spurs. Spurs is easy. Outside Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool, all these other games are you'd argue, corner for Arsenal. Come on, Arsenal. You'd argue are easy games. And after they play Arsenal, their games are easy again. They play Burnley away. Okay, Everton away might be tricky, but if they're in the title race, then you'd expect them to beat Everton away. Brentford at home, Bournemouth away. Depends what kind of Bournemouth they get, obviously, now that Semenyo is with them. And then the last game of the season is Villa at the Etihad. Now, Villa might be a tricky game, even if it's at the Etihad. But I think if that Man City and Arsenal game finishes and we're still ahead, I think the league is done. Because our run after that City game is very favorable. Declan Rice with a corner in. Cleared. Madueke, you absolute bum. Okay, he keeps it still. Nice. He crosses it in to nobody. In fact, it goes out for a goal kick. That was a good corner by Declan Rice. Much better than the crap corner given by Madueke. It was just a good save by Sells. Yeah, Sells comes out, gets a finger on it, comes back to Martinelli, who shoots it, but it's blocked. Our attacking rhythm has died down a bit, to be honest, since in the last 10 minutes or so. We need to start picking it up again. Ben White switches the play all the way to Martinelli. Beautiful. Martinelli. Come on. Against Ola Aina. To Timber. Timber to Martinelli. Against Ola Aina. He crosses it in to Madueke, who tries to head it back, and it's out for an Arsenal corner. But it's at the side of Madueke, so this is not like a penalty. It's like a normal corner kick. You know, I'm actually confused now. Now that I think about it, everyone knew that Forest is going to be playing a low block because that's just the Forest style, obviously, especially with Sean Dyche. So why did he start Martinelli and Madueke? Why didn't he start Saka and Trossard, the players who actually work against low blocks? Madueke crosses in and out to Declan Rice. Declan Rice keeps the ball. Is he going to go back? He crosses it into Madueke. Madueke. Oh, Madueke miscontrol. It's a foul for Forest anyways. Gabriel fouls whoever he fouls. I don't know. Yeah, and again, thinking about it, if we're playing against a low block like Zubimendi fouled Nico Williams. If we're playing against a low block like Forest, Trossard and Saka would have worked a lot better. A lot better against that kind of team. I don't get why he's not we have a game in the Champions League this season, which obviously is a big game against Inter Milan at the San Siro. But honestly, I would definitely rotate majority of the team for that match. Gyökeres, what a stupid foul. Just when you think about it, it's there's not much jeopardy in that game. Even if we lose the game, our final game is at home against Khairat Almaty. We're gonna win that game for sure. And if we win that game, we probably end up top of the Champions League group. Not that it really matters, to be honest. We'd be level. Worst case scenario, would be level on points with Bayern, and then depends whoever has better goal difference. I think right now we have a better goal difference. So I would rest the entire team for that match and just play the full second team, which is why I would have started Martinelli and Madueke against Inter Milan. Martinelli loves the Champions League. Madueke into the box to freaking nobody. Okay, Ben White. Ben White shoots with his left and he freaking skies it. Come on, Ben White, better shot. That was not a clear-cut chance, but that was the chance. Yeah, honestly, I find this lineup I find the choice of wingers appalling in my opinion. Just given the fact that we're playing against low blocks, and Saka and Trossard are both much better against low blocks than Martinelli and Madueke. Because the problem now is we have Martinelli and Madueke at the wings, not the best creators, better against teams where they can. To be honest, Madueke can play against low blocks as well because he can dribble, so I'll give him that. But Saka is a better dribbler. Saka can go past wingers better. Saka's decision making, most importantly, is better than Madueke's. So even if he wanted to start Madueke, that's fine. But Trossard should have started ahead of Martinelli. And on top of that, you're starting Gyökeres, who's not a good creator. What did you start him so he can compete? Like I think Milinkovic and Murillo would bully him because they'll relish the physical battle. Look, just now gets easily shoved by Milinkovic. Like a physical team like that, you probably want to start someone um, who can give them a lot of trouble by moving around that much and dropping deep and creating. Especially when you don't have uh, two good creative wingers. Anyways, hopefully it works out. Let's see. Nice Declan Rice. Arsenal building from the back really well. Ben White. If we keep playing this way, at some point Forest are going to tire down because they are trying to press us, to be fair. They're pressing us. They're getting back into shape quickly, but they are pressing. And now, every time they're getting back slower and slower, like as the minutes pass. So, amazing Saliba. Odegaard. Odegaard, so weak. Also, if he's rotating, like, why not start Eze in the 10 in this game? To be fair, Anderson, that was beautiful. A lot of people have been criticizing Arteta for, like, not giving Eze enough minutes. I don't know what you guys think. I actually think, to be honest, it's a bit fair. I think he could have played him in some more games or brought him off the bench in certain games, but like he started against Portsmouth in the 10 and he was so bad. But in this kind of game, I don't know. Like I feel like if you're trying to rotate, he's obviously going to start against Inter Milan, obviously. Oh my God, Callum Hudson-Odoi, but Raya is out. Thank God. They just split us open with a long pass. But luckily Raya came out and saved our ass. Bro, Madueke has had just given 2 fouls in a row. Luckily, both were advantage. Oleino crosses in, and Forest have their first corner. And I think Timber was hit straight in the balls. Oh my God, that was a sick pass by Murillo. Sheesh. If that's not offside, like that's an incredibly well-timed and well-weighted pass. That's a KDB type of pass. Holy crap. By Murillo. Odegaard needs to pick it up, man. Against these kind of low blocks, you need your playmaker to fed those passes. He's done so bad so far in this 24 minutes, 25 minutes. Elliot Anderson taking the corner. Crossed in. I think that's a bit too out wide. And it's a foul for Arsenal. Yes. That's a foul for Arsenal. Ben White back to Saliba. See, this is the reason why I predicted a 1-0 because it's against these type of low blocks. If you don't play like a proper full attacking game, you're always gonna struggle to break them down. And look, I don't mind us playing this way if we eventually break them down, because it also means there's less chance of them counter-attacking us, growing into the game. We obviously don't want them scoring the first goal. So I completely get all of that, but I still think there's a better balance. I think we have to try and attack a bit more. Martinelli shoots it into no one. Is Odegaard going to win that? No, Madueke is going to win that. No, Madueke is going to lose that. No, Madueke is going to win that. And then Madueke loses that. Elliot Anderson is going to win a foul. He doesn't. He doesn't. He does really well. Ben White also does really well. Elliot Anderson is a baller, guys. Honestly, I'd love him at Arsenal. The guy can press. He can dribble really well. He can pass. I don't know about his shooting, to be honest, but he definitely is. He can dictate play really well, man. Odegaard. Come on, Odegaard. Odegaard still has the ball. To Zubimendi. To Ben White. Is Ben White going to cross? He crosses. Declan Rice. Oh! And it just goes out. Ola Aina clears it for a corner. Good cross by Benny Blanco. Oh my God, that was close. Very, very good run by Gyökeres. He makes a good run to the near post, but he just misses the header. Declan Rice almost gets it, but Ola Aina clears it. Corner for Arsenal from our favorite side, from the Declan Rice side. We're crowding the keeper. Declan Rice crosses in. Headed back in. Madueke shoots. Goal! Oh my God! Martinelli misses a sitter! Martinelli just missed a sitter. Oh, come on! The corner was headed by Gyökeres back in, cleared by Nottingham Forest. Goes out to Madueke, who takes a shot first time. Doesn't go on target, but goes to Martinelli, who's waiting at the far post. And he just ends up hitting it just out, just wide. Sheesh. Martinelli wins the header. Milinkovic clears it. Madueke is going to win it. Ben White. Ben White wins the foul. Come on, Martinelli. You need to be doing a lot better there. That's a chance Trossard would have scored. Bro, this is annoying as hell, man. Madueke. Is he going to cross? Declan Rice crosses first time. Good cross. Oh, cleared by Forest. Ben White hoops it back for some reason instead of controlling it. But anyways, it is what it is. Cleared. Saliba wins it back to Madueke. Madueke heads it back to Declan Rice, and we keep the ball. Declan Rice to Odegaard. Come on, Odegaard. To Madueke. Doubled up again. Back to Odegaard. Odegaard, put in a good cross now. Crossed it. I don't think that was a good cross. That was definitely not a good cross. Cleared by Ole Aina. Igor Jesus battling against Saliba. And no foul. Thank you, ref. Thank you, Michael Oliver. I always said you're the best referee in England. I always said that. Although he has some howlers, I'm not going to lie. But then again, who doesn't in England? All referees have howlers in England. Declan Rice. Saliba to Madueke. Come on, Madueke. Nice, Madueke. Madueke, beautiful! Oh, he just misses! Incredible football by Madueke, who cuts in and threads an incredible through ball. Gyökeres tries to attack it, just doesn't get there in time. Oh, actually, Zubimendi was not trying to shoot. He was trying to square it. I just saw now the way he looked at it. Probably should have gone for a shot. Come on, man. We're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer, which is nice, but We need to convert one of these chances. And the moment we convert one of these chances, I think Forest will come out a lot more. They'll give us a chance to attack on the counter. Martinelli. Martinelli loses the ball. No, he luckily Zubimendi gets it for him. Declan Rice back to Timber. Timber to Saliba. We've had chances, guys. We've had some good chances so far. The Martinelli chance. Declan Rice, obviously from that cross, should have scored or could have scored. Zubimendi. We've had chances. Timber. Gabriel. Back to Raya. Raya plays it long to Ben White. Beautiful pass by Raya. Madueke to Timber. Big up Madueke. He's been playing well so far. Madueke, our most dangerous player so far. Odegaard to Ben White. Beautiful. Oh my God! Gyökeres tries to backheel it to Ben White. Not a bad idea at all, to be honest. We're playing really well. That was actually fantastic. That was fantastic. Big up Aaron. Aaron in the house who says hi Ash. Big up Aaron. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well, my G. Hard luck, Aaron. Obviously on today's result. That was a bit surprising, I'm not gonna lie. You guys dropping points at home to Burnley was, which, you know what I'll say this. Like, I know people say Liverpool played really well against Arsenal, and you know what, fair enough. They defended well. They obviously shut us out, but I think that just highlights even more that we should have done a lot better against you guys. Because I said that game, I don't think we attacked well enough. I don't think we pressed enough, especially given that we were playing at home. I think we were too passive. And I would argue that showed, given that you guys drew your last 4 matches now in a row. So when people say, "Oh, yeah, give credit to Liverpool," fair enough. I give credit to Liverpool for defending, but when we're playing at home at the Emirates, I still have to look at, did we attack enough? Did we play aggressive enough? Did we really try to go at the team? And I don't think we did. I think you guys defended well, but we made your jobs easier by not pressing enough, by not pushing more people forward. Like, we were just too scared of your counterattacks, as if this is prime Liverpool, as if this is Liverpool with Salah and with Isak and Ekitike and everyone available, when it wasn't the case. You had Frimpong, who was a very good outlet, obviously with his pace. But let's be honest, Frimpong's final decision making is not the best. So it's okay for us to get caught a couple of times on the counter. Like, we have to trust our defenders and our keeper to save us when we need to. And in the end, okay, people will say, "Oh yeah, Liverpool for the first time since 2009 were held to 0 shots on target." How does that? I would rather you guys had 1 or 2 shots on target if it meant we won the game, right? If it meant we open up the game a bit more, you guys attack a bit more, and because of that we get spaces to attack. I would have preferred that, to be honest, versus the crap that we went through. Martinelli should have actually got that on target, honestly. I'm just looking at it again. That was bad. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Ben White recovers. Gabriel clears it, thank God. Madueke clears that as well. Is Gyökeres going to win that? No. Mirelo gets that. Olaina. Sangara. Back to Milinkovic. Back to Mirelo, who hoops it forward, but Ben White is going. Ben White misses it. Nico Williams up against Ben White. He crosses it in. Saliba clears. Nice one. Come on, Gyökeres. Come on. Gyökeres battles with Milinkovic. Nice. Nice, Gyökeres. Nice one. Back to Raya. Raya clears it. That's good. That's good. Zubimendi wins it. Come on, Zubimendi. What? Why? Zubimendi wins it and that clears it forward instead of playing it to whoever was next to him. Come on. Olaina. Morgan Gibbs-White. Didn't see him in a long time. Crossed in, but cleared by Gabriel. These guys have some good aerial defenders, but luckily so do we. Anderson to Callum Hudson-Odoi, who's now on the right wing, who plays it to Olaina. And is that a penalty? Nope, that's a foul outside the box. Oh my God. And a yellow card for Timber. I agree, polemicist. I think if we don't score first, there will be big problems. I agree. Was that in the box? I'm not going to lie. Wait. No, that was outside the box, clearly. Stupid Timber. I don't know why he did that, to be honest. Like, I get it's a dangerous chance, but this thing's pissing me off. 1 second, let me just change this. Hey, why are they checking for a possible penalty? It was clearly outside the box. He falls into the box, but Timber holds him outside the box. Yeah, free kick, exactly. Stupidity. I don't even know what's there to check. This is a dangerous, dangerous free kick for Forest, just outside the box, but from the right side, so I don't think he's going to shoot it straight in. He's going to try and cross it in, Anderson. Big up Aaron, who says hit the like button. Yes, guys, please don't forget to hit the like button. Anderson crossed in, and Raya punches it out or pushes it out. Callum Hudson-Odoi shoots, but Madueke with an excellent block. Madueke has done well so far, man. He really has. Crossed in, cleared. Olaina shoots to nobody, and the ball goes out. I'm not that frustrated yet because we have created chances, to be honest. We have created some decent chances and we just didn't capitalize. If we were not creating any chances, I would have been quite worried. But the longer this goes, the bigger the problem is for us because Forest will grow in confidence, to be honest. Morgan Gibbs-White against Gabriel. I think he's going to play the overlap. No, he doesn't. He plays to Elliot Anderson, who plays it out wide to Callum Hudson-Odoi, who keeps it in. Morgan Gibbs-White. Back to Olaina. Olaina to Callum Hudson-Odoi against Martinelli. Elliot Anderson. Back to Olaina. Look, I like Timber. I think he's the best right back. Oh, Gabriel! Should have let that out for a freaking goal kick. Controls it and then goes out for the throw-in. I like him. I think Timber is obviously, I've said it before, I think he's the best right back in the league. But as a left back, oh my God, he's had 2 games so far and he's not looked good in either game. The problem is that we don't have anyone, like Skelly's a lot worse. So the mistakes that Timber is making, Skelly would have probably conceded a penalty. Olaina throws it in, long throw. Cleared by Rice, and that's cleared by Martinelli. Gyökeres is going to go chasing. And Murillo makes a mistake. Gyökeres is in. Gyökeres shoots, and it's blocked. Murillo, who makes the mistake, catches up to Gyökeres and makes the block, and the ball goes out for a corner. Bro, if this was Haaland, this would have been a goal. Because Haaland has the pace. Look how easily Murillo caught up to him, bro. This guy isn't that quick, man. What? Like, this is a goal that they probably would have died for him to. This is the kind of goal that people have been praising him for in Portugal, saying, oh, he gets on the counter, he goes 1-on-1, they don't catch up to him. Look at it. Murillo just caught up to him like he was not, like he was no one. Sheesh. Madueke. Crossed in. Declan Rice is going to shoot. Nah, it's cleared by Callum Hudson-Odoi. Bruh. I get it's a mistake by Murillo, but I still think should have done better. Raya plays it forward to no one. Yeah, I agree, Aaron, but I mean, I think he should have, though. He should have tried to get it under control. You got the clear run. Look, I'm not going to blame someone for not having pace, but it just makes me think, okay, you don't have pace. You don't have pace. You don't have great link-up play. You don't have good ball control. What do you have? What do you have? I can't blame him. I completely get it. I get that Murillo caught up to him. Murillo's fast. If he's faster, he's faster. It is what it is. I don't know. I thought Gyökeres was quicker, to be honest, but I guess I was wrong. Morgan Gibbs White skips past Martinelli, crossed in, but Raya is gonna claim that. He does look like a championship player at times, Aaron. I saw this video. I think it was in Mo's channel where they were talking about, like, is he the worst striker in the Premier League, and they were naming strikers that are better than him. I'm not gonna lie. I actually think that is true. I think he is one of the worst strikers in the league. I'm not gonna say he's definitely the worst, but he's definitely in the bottom, like, 5. Yo, I don't know why my beIN Sports is acting up. This is pissing off, man. Saliba. Back to Raya. Raya hoops it out of the play. And he's complaining, like, as if like Martinelli could have done something. You played it out. He didn't even bounce on the pitch. Callum Hudson-Odoi against Timber, who's on a yellow card. Martinelli's going to keep that. No, he loses it to Igor Jesus. Of course he does. Callum Hudson-Odoi crosses it in. Raya claims it. Yo. We need to do a lot better, man. What the hell are we doing now? We have not created a proper chance in a while. Since the Zubimendi chance. Yeah, Aaron, because I'm actually watching using satellite. So satellite is pretty, like, it's the closest thing to live. To the actual game, I mean. Saliba plays it long to Gyökeres. And Gyökeres does not even control the ball. It goes to Milinkovic. Milinkovic plays it long to Morgan Gibbs White, who makes a mistake, plays it to Martinelli, who plays it long to Gyökeres. Gyökeres, is he going to keep the ball? Hopefully he is. He gets bullied by Elliot Anderson. Bullied by Elliot Anderson. And I'm telling you, Martinelli probably played the ball just out of pressure. Seeing what's happened in the media the last week or so. Oh, yeah, he's not getting the ball enough. Oh, my God, Raya makes a blunder. But he comes out and wins it back. Stupid Raya. I guarantee you that through ball by Martinelli was just out of pressure, because people have probably, these players obviously see what's been written in the media or what's been said on social media. He must have seen, oh, Gyökeres is not getting enough passes by teammates. Martinelli, any other time, would have played it someone else. And then people will try and tell me, oh, yeah, he's actually playing well. No, he's not playing well. He's been playing like crap. God, I'm so annoyed with this player, bro. Callum Hudson-Odoi against Timber. Timber, please, you're on a yellow card. Sangare. Sangare placed it in to Morgan Gibbs White. Back to Callum Hudson-Odoi. To Morgan Gibbs White again. Who's trying to play the 1-2 with Elliot Anderson, who crosses out to no one. It's a goal kick for Arsenal. Bro, I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of this Gyökeres, man. Madueke. Oh my God, he gives a foul. It was a foul, to be fair. God, I'm so fed up with this guy, bro. Thank God we have Jesus and Havertz on the bench. Playing in the Champions League. I think against Inter Milan he'll do well. He'll probably get more space there. Take off Martinelli at halftime, bring on Trossard. And take off Gyökeres and bring on, I don't know, Havertz or Jesus, I'm not sure. I don't like going into these away games 0-0 at halftime, man. The longer it goes 0-0, the louder the fans get, and that becomes a problem. Timber, is he going to clear the ball? Yes, he does. Back to Elliot Anderson, who plays it really nice to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Honestly, Anderson is such a baller, man. He can do everything. He wins the ball back. He initiates play. Oh, Murillo, good pass to Igor Jesus, I think. No, Morgan Gibbs-White, who plays it to Ola Aina, who's going to cross it in, and it's out for a corner for Forest. Big up, Aaron. Makes sense. I was just complaining, Aaron, about how crap this Gyökeres is. And we've got someone in the building.
Hello?
Yo.
Am I?
One sec.
Can you
Let
hear
me
me?
do the layout. One sec. I don't know why it's like this. One sec. Let me fix it.
No worries.
And it's halftime, by the way. Jeez,
Can
what
you?
is with this layout? Just a sec. Give me a sec. There
Don't
you
worry,
go.
bro.
Much
Can
better.
you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, bro.
Yeah, bro. Obviously, big up Ash. But honestly, what? I don't know, man. Like, first, where do I start? Honestly, firstly, Madueke's decision making and end product is not good, which is the first
I
issue here,
agree. I agree.
right? A lot of those chances that
Although I
Madueke
think
has had.
I think he's done well this first half. I'm not
No,
gonna
no,
lie.
no. He has done well. He's been one of the better players, but I mean, he does so well in creating chances. But when he gets to the end product, sometimes he mishits a pass, or sometimes he'll pass to the wrong person. Well, what's Gyökeres doing, man? Honestly, like that one-on-one with Murillo, people are gonna say, "Oh, he was side by side of him," but another fast player. If that was Haaland or something, he would have held him off,
He
gone
goes
through
one
it,
on
and
one.
scored. Yeah,
100%.
Murillo
100%.
catches him. Also, Martinelli, what is that miss? And here's the problem: when you're going for a league, guys, and teams are sitting back 10 men behind the ball, you might get one, two, three chances. You have to score them. If you miss your chances, momentum's going to shift. And that's how you end up drawing these games with these lower league sides.
Yeah.
Honestly, Ash, it's been a poor half.
I agree, man. I agree. I think it has been a poor half. I think we started well the first 10, 15 minutes. We were attacking, we were controlling the ball, and then we just let them grow into the game. Luckily, they haven't had any clear-cut chances, barring like a few self-imposed mistakes by us, by obviously Timber when he gave away that foul and got the yellow card, Raya when he came out and didn't get the ball. Um, but again, they were very difficult. Like they were not clear-cut chances anyway. So we've done well defensively, but on the attacking side, bro, we've had moments and that's it. And if we capitalized on one of these moments, I think the game would have been a lot different now because Forest would have come out more. I think we would have had even more clear cut chances. But that hasn't been the case. And look, I've said this in the stream as well. I think he's made a mistake, in my opinion, with his lineup because I don't understand why he's selected Madueke and Martinelli to play against a team that plays a low block. Like, what's the point? I get playing them if you're like when he started them against Bournemouth. For me, it made sense because I'm like, okay, Bournemouth are going to play with the high line. They're going to press. They're going to come out. We wanted to hit them on the counter and be able to make runs behind them. Fair enough. But you're playing against a team that plays with a low block. Wouldn't it have made more sense to play your two wingers that are actually good against low blocks? That actually can create and play good through balls and dribble past players like Trossard and like Saka. Now, fair enough to Madueke. He's been playing well. He's done good. He's done well. He's created our chance against oh my god, I just saw the Egypt Nigeria penalty. Salah just missed the penalty. And then Marmoush missed the penalty as well. Holy crap. They're showing me the replay now. and Nigeria Lookman to win this. And yep, Nigeria finished third. Egypt. My God. Um, yeah, look, but I think he selected the wrong wingers in my opinion. Like even though Madueke has done well, I still think I don't know why Igal does these weird like calls in the group. Um, I think even though he's done well, but I just feel I don't know where Souls is gone. I think he was tired of me talking. Um, one second, let me just do this. Oh, he's back again. Can you hear me now,
Yeah,
Souls?
yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, yeah, the group chat called, so it just messed up the
Yeah,
stream.
yeah, yeah. No, I was just saying that I think he made a wrong choice with the two wingers he's played. I
I
think
agree,
Odegaard has had a very poor first half. I would look to bring on Eze later if Odegaard doesn't pick it up.
but
But
I
I would
think
definitely
I
make a
think
change at halftime. I definitely would.
I think people talk about this whole depth argument with Arsenal, and I understand that we have depth, right? But depth is supposed to be using your backup players when your first team players are unavailable. Depth is not starting your backup players thinking they're as good as your first team
I'm
players
here.
because they're
I'm
not.
here. I'm just doing something. I'm here.
Because they're not. They're just not. Like Saka and Madueke. So Martinelli and Madueke are not as good as Trossard and Martinelli and Saka. And I said it straight when I saw the lineup on the group chat. I said, bro, why is our best two wingers not starting? What's going on there? Like, what the
Yeah, man.
hell is going on there? Like, it's been look. There's been a couple games this season where we've come out in the second half a better team. So Arteta's got to do something. But Odegaard's been poor. Gyökeres has been shit as usual. The wingers have been poor. Even some of our defenders have been sloppy. I feel like Timber's been a bit sloppy as well.
So just continue talking. I'm just fixing something. Just continue talking, please.
Yeah. So yeah, like look, I think second half now, there's got to be some big improvements. Genuinely, like we've got to come out in a different way. In my opinion, give Odegaard 15, 20 minutes. 60th minute, we've got to take off Odegaard. We've got to take off Saka, take off Madueke and take off Gyökeres. I'd keep Martinelli on if it's between those three. I'd keep Martinelli on and I'll take the rest off because genuinely it's been a poor first half. And guys, I'm telling you now, we cannot drop points in this game. That would be two games in a row where we've had a chance to extend it to over 6 points, and we've had two opportunities where we haven't done it. Like I don't even want to draw in this game. Genuinely, a draw would feel like a loss here. I want to see an Arsenal win. Cement yourselves as real champions. Cement yourselves as not just the team that's first place because everyone else is shit. Cement yourselves as the team that's actually like there to win the league. Because like, what is that first half? Genuinely, what is that first half? Like, it's been poor, it's been sloppy. I don't know why Forest have turned into a team that can do this. Like we've had zero shots on goal, bro. We've had zero shots on goal. We haven't tested cells at all. You know what I mean? Even our corners have been bad. Well, Rice's corners have been good, but Madueke's side. This is why we need Saka. Saka's corners are unbelievable. Saka's like taken two or three good goal scoring corners in the last 3, 4 games. And when he's not playing, we need Saka on. We need Saka on. You can't leave your best player on the bench in a game of this magnitude. If I was Arteta, I'll put Saka on now. Half time, I'd stick him on. Either put Madueke left wing or take off Madueke and put on Saka. Either way, it can't continue like this. That's what we do know. Yeah. And
Yeah, yeah, I agree, man. Look, uh, by the way, I didn't even know we didn't have any shots on target. That's a bit crazy. I thought we had one shot on target at least, but we didn't. Then that's just mental, honestly, man. And you know what? Even though I said that, look, we let's not think about Liverpool as much because I mean, City, if they did what they needed to do at home against Brighton or at home against Chelsea, then they would have been even closer. But now that I think about it, like I just look at Liverpool's performance and I look at the fact that they've drawn their last 4 games, including today at home against Burnley. And then, yeah, that just annoys me even more, especially when you consider that we didn't play that well that game. We played too passive. We didn't attack enough. We didn't even try. If we tried and drew, I'd say fair enough. We tried and we drew. This is why the Sunderland game away, that we drew 2-2. I was not mad at that game because I'm like, well, we did everything we could. We conceded 2 sloppy goals, fair, not sloppy. Actually, were good goals by Sunderland. Um, could we have done better to defend? Yes, Declan Rice and Raya, I think, were the culprits for those goals. But it's fine. Like they've been two of our best players this season. I'm not going to say they were bad just because of that. And attacking wise, we really tried that match. We created many chances. We obviously came back from 1-0 down and took the lead. And even after they equalized, we had a clear-cut chance to take the lead again, and we obviously missed. So I look at that game and say, yeah, you know what, we tried, we really went for it, and it just didn't happen. The same with the Villa game that we lost. But when I look at Liverpool, I don't look at it as a game and say, yeah, well, look, we really tried. They were just that good defensively. No, they weren't. We didn't do well enough at all. We didn't create enough chances. We gave them way more possession than they should have had in the second half. We didn't press enough. There were like 3-4 good presses led by Odegaard, and he pushed the team forward. And after that, it just died off. So that was already for me like 2 bad points dropped. And now, if we end up dropping points again, okay, fair. In the context of the weekend, we extend our gap at the top to 7 points, but we need it to be 9. Because this United team comes to the Emirates next week, and while I think we win, but that's not going to be easy. They're going to be hyped up for the game. They'll obviously think they can get something out of it. And then we do have some other difficult games coming up as well. So we need to ensure that we create that 9 points gap when we have the chance now.
Bro, I'm not accepting a draw. Genuinely, I'm not accepting a draw. A draw, in my opinion, would be a very poor result. Honestly, in the context of where we are as a team, we have our full squad available. We have no big injuries. We have everyone there. We're playing Forest, who are literally like fighting for relegation, bro. They had a relegation scrap with West Ham last week, bro, and
Exactly.
extending our points by extending our gap by 1 by drawing to Forest is not. Unless I'd rather us win today and maybe draw at United. At least then you can say, you know what, that was a tough game. Man United are on good form. They have top quality players, Cunha and Buemo. We have world class players in Bruno. Like this is a Forest team that's shit, bro. I'm sorry to say it, but Forest have been shit this year.
They are shit, 100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%. I
So,
agree.
and we're supposed to be one of the best teams in the world, and we can't come away from home and tear down Forest. Like it needs to be a big second half reaction from Arsenal. Big second
Bro,
half reaction.
Chelsea slapped this Forest team at their ground, at the City ground. They slapped them 3-0. So
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
telling me
yeah.
Chelsea, we couldn't? Like, that's crazy to me.
Exactly. And Arteta's got to be proactive now in his in his subs.
And
He
as
needs to put.
Aaron said as well, we need to stop giving Pep hope. Because Pep will be looking at this game today and thinking, yeah, if Arsenal win this game, I think it's over. He might not say it to the players. He might not say it out loud because he shouldn't. But in his mind, he will think it. In their minds, the City players will also think it. They'll also think, shit, 9 points in like almost like third week of Jan. Yeah, that's not easy. We might not make that up. We need to get them to think that way as well. And the more you give them hope, the more, because they will look at the Etihad game and say, look, if we can just get it to 3 points gap before the Etihad game, we can maybe go on to go top of the league after that. And we don't want them to have that hope. They need to look at that City game at the Etihad and just go like, yeah, even if we beat Arsenal, it's still a big gap. And we haven't. Like, I think we have. When obviously we were 2 points ahead of them and we extended it to 6, so we have done a good job at capitalizing when City drop points. But you know what? Now that I think about it, when City dropped points to Sunderland and Chelsea at the Emirates, I think they played after us, not before, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Souls.
Correct.
I'm just checking it here. So
They played after us, from what I remember.
yeah, they played the Chelsea game after us,
Yeah, I remember
and
that. Yeah.
and they played the Sunderland game after us as well. Which means in both scenarios,
Correct.
when City dropped points in those games, it was only after we had won. And the one time they dropped points before we played, we failed to capitalize, which is the Liverpool game. And if we fail to capitalize again today, this would be the second week in a row where they drop points first and we have the chance to go up, extend our lead, and we don't. And that for
And we
me will
didn't do
tell me
it.
there's like
Yeah.
some sort of mentality issue there. Maybe I don't know if it's the players, it's the manager, but it's definitely there. And I refuse to believe the manager doesn't have a lot to do with that because When you see your rivals just drop points, and now you have to go for the kill and just go and destroy their hopes, and you bottle it 2 weeks in a row. I'm sorry, I'll have to look at the manager and say, what the hell have you done? What kind of
No,
talk
I
have you had?
agree. I agree. I think the manager needs to be questioned. The players need to be questioned. And look, we're not being negative because we can only go by what we've seen in this first half, right? We can't go by anything else. Do we believe that we can do it? Yes, I do. I do believe that we can come back and we can go on to win this game. It's a non-negotiable. We have to do it. I don't think there's an option here, bro. Like this isn't like I think this is your chance to really cement yourselves as Premier League winners. Do you know what I mean? Or as future Premier League
I
winners.
agree.
And
I
yeah,
agree,
you
man. And
guys.
I'm not gonna
And yeah,
lie,
you
bro. I am
guys.
really worried. I really am worried about this. I think Liverpool will beat City when they play in like 2 weeks time or 3 weeks time. Um, but that's the only game where Trossard is gonna come on. Thank God Trossard is coming on.
But
Um,
I think Saka should have been the first change.
nah, bro. Martinelli's been worse than Madueke.
But Saka has
Madueke at
more.
least has done something.
But Saka is a better player than Trossard, and Saka can have more of an impact than Trossard.
Yeah, I understand, but if we already have a right winger that's doing some sort of damage, and a left winger that's doing absolutely nothing,
But you know Trossard in theory, Ashraf. Yeah, when you think about it, what does Trossard actually do? What does he
what do you
offer
mean? He
different?
creates chances, he dribbles past the defenders.
No. But what does he do different from Martinelli, bro? Genuinely, like away from the finishing,
I
what does
just
he do?
said he dribbles better, he creates chances better, he moves better off the ball, and he finishes chances better off the ball. He finishes chances better as well. These are all things that Martinelli didn't do in the first half. He missed the chance that Trossard probably would have scored. He didn't get past Ola Aina or create any sort of separation from him, Ola Aina, to put a proper cross, which Trossard could do. He didn't give any proper like through ball or any proper pass or any good link up play that Trossard would have done. He didn't take any good shot that Trossard would probably do a lot better. The only thing Martinelli has over Trossard is pace. That's it. Nothing else but pace.
I think
And even
Martinelli is a better.
like Trossard has no slouch.
I think Martinelli is a better one-on-one winger as well.
He's not a better one-on-one winger. How is he a better one-on-one winger when he
Because I
doesn't
feel
dribble
like
as much?
Martinelli has more take-ons.
I don't think that's true. Where the hell did you get that from?
No. I mean, like in the game, Martinelli takes on a lot more players.
I don't think that's true.
In terms of a stat, I don't know. You'd have to check that for me, but
I'm checking
to
it
me,
right now.
yeah,
I'm checking it right now. I'm pretty sure that's not true. If that's true, I'd be a bit surprised because 1 second.
obviously do it per 90, yeah.
Of course, obviously. Bro, I always do it per 90. I'm not new at
You
this.
you love per 90, boy. By the way, the
Because
reason
that's
why
the most
Ashraf,
accurate way of measuring, right? That's the most accurate way of measuring.
but
Take on completed, take on success. Oh yeah, it is Martinelli. You're right.
Martinelli takes on more
But I
players
just
though.
don't see it on the pitch. Then how come I don't see it on the pitch? I don't understand.
Yeah,
But in
no.
everything else, by the way, Trossard clears him.
He does. But Trossard, the only problem is he's not a Doku type winger where he's gonna take you on and stuff.
But
He's a
we
bit
don't
more of an
need that. We
intelligent.
have that with Madueke, and it's not done anything. We need
Yeah.
a winger that can create something out of nothing, that can that can take good crosses, that can shoot from outside the box, and that can most importantly get at the end of through balls and crosses to finish them.
And what
I'm just saying,
about Trossard? So what about Gyökeres? Do you think he should be coming off?
bro. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I forgot to start the timer. 1 second. Let me start the timer. Just put it at 45. Bro, I can hear your commentary. Please mute that or something. I'll start it at 46. Ben White with a cross in. Out. Is Odegaard gonna get it? No.
Bro,
Uh,
I'll catch you, Ash. Yeah.
yeah. Sounds good, bro.
Sounds good.
And there you go. Clock started. Big up Souls for joining. Catch you later. Babe Rose, yeah, big up Babe Rose, who says, I promise we're drawing this game in terms of context. I mean, don't Babe Rose, I've realized based on all the comments you give, you are so negative. Look, I'm not saying you're wrong. We could draw this game. And if you just said it today, I'd have said, yeah, you know what, I can see what you're saying. But You come in every stream, Babe Rose, and you're negative. I'm pretty sure you're not like that in real life. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to Arsenal, I think you have a lot of PTSD, Babe Rose. But look, hey, you might be right in the end. Like, we might draw this game, and if that happens, Babe Rose, then genuinely it's like it'll be 2 weeks in a row that City drop points first and we don't capitalize. And for me, that signifies a mentality problem. Again, mentality problem, whether it's the players, whether it's the man. I think it's the manager. I don't think it's the players. I really don't. When it's an issue across the whole team, I think it's the player, the manager. Like when the players are moving the ball slow and stuff. Like I understand us being worried that we don't want to concede, we don't want to concede. I get that. I really get that. But I think it's the manager who needs to get them to believe that, hey, don't be afraid. Let's go for this league. Don't be afraid. Don't worry about conceding. And second half is probably when you should be a bit more passive because you could concede late and there's not enough time to make up for it. But first half is definitely not a half you should be starting passive. That's half you should be starting gung-ho. That's a foul for us. Nope, no foul. Ref says play on. Ola Aina. Who plays it in. Callum Hudson-Odoi is in. Gibbs White is going to shoot. And luckily he's messes it up and it's cleared. Gyökeres chasing on Milinkovic, who's obviously not going to make that same mistake. Zubimendi plays it to Trossard. Nah, it's a bad ball. Murillo wins it. And he plays it to Ola Aina out. That's never a foul. Get up. Arsenal win the ball back. See, this is where I want to see like more movement, like quicker movement. Like Declan Rice is walking with the ball. Plays it to Trossard. Trossard plays it to no one. Horrendous. We need a corner to save our life. Nico Williams does the same mistake again and again, by the way. He keeps doing that. He keeps trying that Cruyff turn. He's done it twice already this game. Keeps trying that Cruyff turn at the line. And then and the ball goes out for a throw-in. Bruh, know your level. Ben White, who's going to take the throw-in. Obviously takes ages, but then plays it to Madueke at the end. Zubimendi. Gabriel. Saliba. Madueke. Come on, Madueke. Take on Nico Williams. Oh, my God. He passes it back. Zubimendi. Back to Saliba. Look at us. So slow. Saliba is just standing on the ball. This is what I'm talking about. It's the exact approach that doesn't win you the damn league. Timber. Okay, come on. Yes, let's go now. Come on, Declan Rice. Declan Rice moving forward. Crosses it in. Nice switch of play. It'll come to Madueke and out for a throw-in. That's fine. We went up the pitch much quicker. I didn't watch the Man United game in full, so I was actually out at the time playing table tennis, but I had the game running on the phone. So whenever United, like when United scored, I was seeing it. So, but yeah, Aaron, I wasn't surprised at all. I called it. I actually predicted 2-1 United. Turns out I give City more credit than they deserve. And that's the thing with that City. Yeah, it was definitely domination. Every time I went and looked, it was always United the ones attacking. It was always United the ones attacking. Oh, that was so nice, Trossard. Martinelli would have never done that. Plus, I saw that United obviously scored 2 offside goals as well, or 2 goals that were ruled off. They were definitely lucky with that Dalo challenge. I think it should have been a red. But then again, they're the last ones to complain, Aaron. We all remember what they did against your club when Doku freaking on the ball. Oh, he won the ball. We obviously remember what Doku did to McAllister 2 seasons ago. So I think fair to say that what goes around comes around. Milinkovic plays it long to who? Is Ben White going to win that? No, Ben White doesn't win that. Nico Williams wins a throw in. Listen, I would make changes, and I wouldn't. If I was Arteta, I wouldn't wait till the 75th minute. 8 more minutes, 60th minute, I would bring on Eze and maybe Saka. Actually, I'll take off Gyökeres. Bring on Havertz and bring on Havertz and Eze. Maybe Saka for Madueke, maybe. If Madueke doesn't do anything in the next 7 minutes. Trossard to Timber. Gabriel, Saliba. Come on, guys, a bit quicker, please. Ben White. Come on, Ben White. Move forward. Odegaard coming out wide, like, and he's raising his hands, asking why he's not getting the ball. Well, bro, I don't blame you. Oh, Trossard. Now that's a mistake I would have expected from Martinelli, not from you. Loses the ball. Callum Hudson-Odoi on the attack. Anderson to Dominguez. Dominguez going forward. Tries to slot it through to Morgan Gibbs-White, but Zubimendi intercepts it for a throw-in. Dominguez. Saliba, please clear it. Okay. Ben White. Zubimendi to Madueke. Madueke is going to lose it. And he does lose it. See, I knew it from the time he started that run in our defense, and those 2-3 players were charging at him. I'm like, yeah, listen, you're not Messi. Callum Hudson-Odoi out in the left this time, taking on Madueke, and Madueke blocks it out for a corner for Forest. God, I don't even have my headphones on to listen to the crowd or something, but I'm pretty sure they are going crazy right now. And I'm telling you, man, the longer this goes, the bigger the problem it is for us, because the crowd gets louder, our players get discouraged, get demotivated. Arteta probably is as well mentally gets demotivated. This is annoying as hell, man. They're crowding Raya. Crossed in. Bad corner. Trossard clears it out. And it goes for a Forest throw. Not in a dangerous position, so that's good. Come on, press. Okay, nice. Moreno's getting ready to come on. And Jesus and Saka. Love it. Why is Moreno coming on, though? Don't tell me he's going to come in for Odegaard. Oh, shit. Callum Hudson-Odoi wins it. Is he going to play it to Nico Williams? He does. Madueke is there with them. Place it back to Anderson. Anderson plays it back to Callum Hudson-Odoi, who's going to cross it in to Morgan Gibbs-White. And it's out for a goal kick. But Morgan Gibbs-White is claiming it's a corner, but the referee says, shut the hell up. Was it a corner? Wait, I'm seeing it now. Bruh, it was never a corner. What are you on about? Rice didn't touch the ball. He just pressed you. Triple change for Arsenal. Saka coming on for Madueke. Jesus, I'm hoping, is coming on for that bum. For Gyökeres, yes. Good game by him. Absolutely abysmal game. And yeah, Moreno for Odegaard, that's a bit surprising, I'm not going to lie. I don't get why he wouldn't bring on Eze. Like, I understand he wants more aerial threat. Moreno adds that, but we also need creativity. To be fair, we have Jesus who can create. I think Jesus can drop and play in the middle sometimes and let Moreno get in. So I get that part as well. But I think you could have done the same thing with Eze, and Eze is probably just a better creator. Long ball to Jesus, who doesn't win it. Ball back to Forest. Milinkovic plays it back to Sells. Trossard pressing him. Sells is going to clear it. And it. Supermendi almost gets it. Morgan Gibbs White. Yes, Jesus. Jesus wins the ball back. Beautiful. But then loses it to Oleana. Come on, Jesus. I was just praising you. We're letting Forrest keep the ball too long, bro. Where is the press? You cannot tell me the players are tired. I'm sorry. That's garbage. This is the shit that Souls will say and all these others will say. Oh, players are tired. There's no fatigue. What do you mean tired? We're challenging for the league. You're not allowed to be tired at this stage of the season. That's a goal kick. Thank you. Don't get me wrong. When I say you're not allowed to be tired, obviously they're human. I get they can get fatigued. But I'm saying this is where, like, if you're challenging for the title, that cannot be an excuse. If you're tired, go sit on the bench. It's not like these players have all been starting all season. Ben White hasn't been starting all season. Look, Ben White just lost the ball. Oh, yes, Saka wins it back. Saka crosses it in to Declan Rice. Oh, and it's a save by Matt Sells. Good save by Matt Sells. It's out for a corner. And this time Saka will take it, so it'll be a lot more dangerous. Good impact by Saka. Wins the ball from Nico Williams. Puts a nice cross to Declan Rice, who hits it on the volley. And Matt Sells makes a save. To be honest, Declan Rice doesn't get it cleanly. It hits the ground. But Matt Sells still needs to dive to get it. And he does make a good save, and it goes out for a corner. Saka, who's going to take the corner. Come on, Saka, please. A better cross than the Madueke crosses. Saka, corner in. And cleared by all. No, Trossard still has it. And Forrest win the ball back. Callum Hudson-Odoi is going to go long, of course. And Declan Rice wins it back. Place it to... No, Forrest throw. If Declan Rice took that volley cleanly, he would have... I don't think Sells saves that. I don't think Sells saves that. Forrest on the attack. Advantage played on for Forrest. The ball out to Nico Williams. Williams against Ben White. Back to Dominguez. Back to Nico Williams, who skins Ben White. He's going to put a cross in, and it goes out for a Forest throw-in. I think at some point in the game, we need to consider, play on to Dominguez, who shoots, but out to no one. Oh, my God. Forest are keeping the ball as if they're Arsenal. And we are Forest. Why are we sitting back so much? It's insane. Sangare. Back to Morgan Gibbs White. Back to freaking Olaena. What are we doing? Where is the press? And Elliot Anderson is all open. There you go. He receives the ball in the open area. Out to Nico Williams. This doesn't look like a team that wants to win the damn league, man. Declan Rice, incredible job. Jesus, Saka. Don't lose it, please. Saka gets fouled. Yes. And look at this. When we win the ball back, Forest press our players with they press with 3 or 4 players at one guy. That's the intensity we need to be having. I don't give a shit that they're playing at home. We need to be doing this. We didn't do this against Liverpool either last week. This is exactly what I'm talking about. When we win the ball back, they press like crazy, but when they win the ball, we don't press the same way. We just go all passive, all slow. Saliba, Ben White, back to Saliba. Look, they're actually pressing with 4 players. Trossard. Don't overdo it, please. Don't overdo it. That's a yellow card for Ole Aina, no? Foul for Arsenal. In our own defensive third. Saliba. Timber, who's been very poor this game. Done nothing going forward. Defensively, a bit suspect. Timber. Aaron says, Ashu, have Arsenal gone to CL this coming week? We've got Inter Milan at the San Siro. Honestly, I wouldn't bother with that, Aaron. I would play our whole second team for that match because United at Old Trafford is more important. Especially given that we're top of the league and it's not going to change anything. Our last game is at home against Kairat Almaty, which we're definitely going to win. So even if we lose to Inter and beat Kairat Almaty in the last game, we still finish either first or second, depending on what Bayern do. You guys have Marseille away. Yeah, Marseille away is not going to be easy. They're playing well this season. Greenwood is on fire. They're not going to be easy, especially given that you guys have been very up and down. Good through ball by Timber. Finally does something good. Trossard crosses it in to Moreno, and Moreno doesn't get there in time. At least some intensity. Half a chance. It's fine. Now please press. See, this is something Martinelli would have never done. Come on, press, Ben White. Press. That was never a foul. It's fine. Good press. We press. Ref gives a foul. I don't think it was a foul, to be fair. But at least we're showing some intent. Forrest played a free kick. Moreno pressing. Come on, Jesus. Press. Declan Rice, go on Sangare. That's our ball. Nice one. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, we need to play this kind of game. Out wide to Jesus. Trossard has gone in. Declan Rice. Cross it in. Oh, what a save by Sells! Beautiful cross by Declan Rice. Saka wins the header. Fantastic header. He has to generate enough power because the ball is going behind. And Sells makes a very, very good save. Sells has had a very good game. Oh, that was going in. But we have a corner. Declan Rice is going to take the corner. Come on, Declan Rice. Crossed in. And, that's out for a freaking goal kick. Forrest have defended the corners really well today, to be fair. Oh my God, that almost went in. Sells with a beautiful save, man. He's had 2 good saves so far this game. Fingertip saves, but it's a fingertip save, I mean, just now. If only he was like half a second slower, he wouldn't have got it. That was good football. That's what we're talking about, guys. We need to do this a lot more. Moreno heads the ball forward. Back to Moreno, who clears it forward. Moreno again hoops it up. Cleared by Milinkovic. That's a foul. Ref says no foul. What? Jesus was kicked in the face. Doesn't matter. We have the ball. Gabriel. Back to Timber. Timber plays it forward to no one. Back to his shit antics again. He's had one good move this game, which was the through ball to Jesus. That's it. Sorry, not kicked, but he was elbow. He was hit in the face. How's that not a foul? What the hell? The problem with Jesus is that he dives and exaggerates too much. That I think a lot of a lot of referees just don't believe him. So when he does get a legit foul, they go like, "Yeah, he's probably just acting." When he wasn't actually, that was a proper foul. We won the ball back. Beautiful. Jesus. Oh, beautiful Jesus. Gyökeres would have never done that. But come on, let's score now, please. Declan Rice. We're pushing forward. That's good. Zubimendi. Quickly to Saliba. Don't waste time. Yes, Saliba. Oh my God. Back to Zubimendi. Gabriel. Play to Timber, please. Timber. Trossard. Yes, let's go. To Timber. To Timber. Why are you wasting time? Yes, Timber. Come on. Trossard. Gabriel. Play to Saliba. Good. Saliba out wide quickly. Ben White. To Saka. Back to Saliba. Good football. Ben White. Nice one. That's a foul for Arsenal. Yes. Foul. Just outside the box. Opportunity to put a good cross in. That was well played by Moreno. Fielded the ball well and won the foul. Declan Rice is going to take this free kick. I'm pretty sure he's not going to shoot. I think he's going to cross it in. Because the angle is a bit awkward. It's from the right side. Declan Rice crosses it in. Cleared. Not a good cross. Ben White. Saka. Saka put in a good cross. Come on. Saka crosses with his right foot. Headed in. Oh, come on. That's out for a corner. Jesus couldn't get at the end of that. Moreno with a good header. Saka with a beautiful cross with his weaker foot. Moreno heads it in. Jesus just couldn't make it in time. And Cells makes a save and it goes out for a corner. Cells has been good. LFC Aaron says, you look better because Jesus can drop in and actually contribute to the game. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I don't mind if Gyökeres doesn't drop in and just waits inside the box and finishes, but he doesn't even make good runs. That's the problem. And when he does get involved in the play, he loses it. Saka crosses in. And, it's going to be cleared. Yeah, it's cleared by Morgan Gibbs-White. And it's an Arsenal throw. Don't waste time, Rice. Play it back. Ball played back. Gabriel. Declan Rice. To Zubimendi. Come on, play to Zubimendi. Yes, Zubimendi. Moreno. Moreno's going to lose it. That's a foul. Wow, Moreno. Wow. He actually keeps the ball under pressure. That was really good. Wow. Moreno with the techers. And gets fouled at the end. Free kick for Arsenal. Declan Rice is going to whip it in. God. We better not bottle this, man. Declan Rice crosses it in. Oh my God, another miss! Ball just goes out wide. I don't even know if Moreno gets a header to it. Good cross by Declan Rice. Yeah, Moreno heads it just out wide. My God, we're getting close, guys, but we just... Come on, Moreno. This is what you were brought in for. By the way, I think if Merino doesn't head it, I think it comes to Gabriel, and Gabriel might have got it. Merino win that header. That's a foul for Arsenal. Nope, ref says nothing. Ref ignores everything. Throw in for Forest. Man, Moreno, that was too soft. What are you on about? Oh no, that was a foul. Sorry, I take it back. My bad. That was an elbow to the jaw. Again, not intentional, but it's a foul regardless. Someone gets a yellow card. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know if it's from the Arsenal coaching team. No, it's from the Forest coaching team. Someone named Won or Woen. Ndoye is getting ready to come on. Throw in for Forest. Such a frustrating game, man. Oh, is he a former Forest player? Okay, big up Aaron for the education. You can tell Aaron is a historian. Ah, that was never a foul, ref. Come on, this guy gives a foul. Ah, Gibbs White just falls too easy. They're going to cross it in now. Elliot Anderson plays it quick, but luckily Declan Rice was pretty sharp and focused. Dominguez to Callum Hudson-Odoi, who skips past Ben White. Plays it in. Declan Rice is there, and Raya collects it. Are we gonna play it quick? I don't think we should play quick. Fine, we'll end up losing it for sure. Declan Rice. Luckily, it comes to Timber. Timber to Trossard. Trossard out to Timber again. To Trossard. Who does well. Gets it back. Place it through. Nah, to no one. Ben White gets it. Come on, Ben White. Out Staka. Staka up against Nico Williams. Nico Williams. Dominguez comes to support. Staka. Plays with Declan Rice. And to no one. Moreno plays it to no one. God, 15 minutes left. Oh my God. Elliot Anderson plays it forward to Dominguez, who tries to play a back heel, but it goes to no one. Throw in for Arsenal. Ndoye is coming in for. Who's he coming in for? For Igor Jesus, who's done nothing all game. Pocketed by Saliba and Gabriel, as usual. Ndoye could be a lot more dangerous, so we have to be careful. I'm glad they didn't bring Omari Hutchinson yet, because I don't want them to have that outlet in the counter. Saliba. Too slow, Saliba. Thank you. Ben White. Saliba. Come on, give it to Gabriel. Don't waste time, please. God, I hate that Saliba just dilly-dallies on the ball sometimes. Ben White plays it long to Saka. Oh my God, Saka tries to put it in, but there's no one in, and Matt Sells gets it. Murillo. Long to Morgan Gibbs White. Back to Murillo. Murillo plays it long to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Nobody with him. Callum Hudson-Odoi running in. Through ball to Ndoye. Saliba's with him. Bro, this game smells like a 0-0 at this point. Callum Hudson-Odoi against Saka. But Saka's gonna. That's our ball easily. That's our ball. Yes, fall for Arsenal. I'm telling you, bro. At this point, it's gonna end 0-0. Raya plays it long and it goes out for. No, it stays in. Saliba has it. Saliba, Raya to Gabriel. Play to Zubimendi. Come on. Come on, Zubimendi. There isn't enough time, guys. Please. Bit more movement. Saliba to Ben White. Back to Saliba. Oh my god. Saliba loses the ball to Ndoye. And he gives the foul away as well. Saliba sometimes is so irritating on the ball. I think sometimes he gets so arrogant and cocky. He thinks he's better than what he is on the ball sometimes. Sheesh. Eze getting ready to come on. I wonder who's going to come off. Arteta giving him crazy instructions. You always track back. You always run back. Defending is the most important thing in the game. You have to run back, my friend. My friend, you have to run back. Forget the score. Forget scoring. Just make sure you defend. Win tackle, I'm very happy with you. Probably what he's telling him. Eze comes on for Zubimendi. Yeah, I don't know why that came out Mexican, to be honest, Aaron. Raya claims it. Raya plays it long to Jesus, who's not going to win it. No, he still wins it. Jesus to Eze. Oh! That's out for a corner. Arsenal corner. Yeah, sorry, Aaron. I just couldn't. I don't know why I couldn't do a Spanish accent. Oh, but Mexicans also speak Spanish. Well, not that far away. Yeah, and to be honest, Anderson with some really good recovery there. He made it back in time to defend and to block Eze from getting it. Otherwise, Eze was through. Declan Rice with the corner. Please, Declan Rice, a good cross. To be honest, he's been putting good crosses. Our players just haven't attacked the ball well enough. The crosses have always been in a dangerous position. Hey, that's a handball. They're not going to give it, though. Premier League will never give that shit. Premier League will never give that shit, bro. I promise you. They will never, ever give that shit. They'll say, oh, he didn't mean to play. But it was so careless, though. Yeah. It touches the ball. A ball? Oh, my God. It touches a pause. It touches his hands clearly. Yeah. That is a pen. I think the only thing they might argue is two things. One is, was the ball already past the line, which it looks like it wasn't. Yeah, corner. Of course, I'm telling you, you'd never give that. The Premier League would never give that. That would have been given in the Champions League, man. It's okay. Can't cry over that, to be honest. It was not even forced by us. Dominguez just falls too easy. But it's going to be a tactic for them when they cannot stop Gabriel. When they can't stop Gabriel, if Gabriel tries to run past him, they're going to fall and pretend like, oh, he fouled me. Come on, Declan Rice. Put in a good cross. Good cross. Come on, Saliba. Jesus, keep it. Come on. That's a throw in for Arsenal. God, he gave a throw in for four. He gave a foul. Or is it offside? Yeah, he's given a Forest throw in. That was a clear Arsenal throw in. What the hell? Nico Williams throws it long. That's Arsenal throw. Easy. Come on. Ben White throws it back to Saliba. Saliba to Gabriel. Gabriel to Moreno. Moreno plays it out wide to Trossard. Trossard. Is he going to cross it in? No, he's not. He's just wasting time, Trossard. Just wasting time. Gabriel. Declan Rice. Oh my God, 8 minutes left. We're going to drop points this game. We're going to drop points this game. We're such bottle jobs, honestly, if we don't win this game. Saka against Nico Williams. Saliba. Out to Saka. Ah, Saka overdoes it. Overdoes it. Gabriel. Plays it out wide to Trossard. Who plays a good ball to Timber. Who messes it up. And he fouls him. Is he going to get a yellow card? Second yellow? No, he doesn't. Thank God he escapes. Stupid by Timber. Messes it up and almost gets a second yellow. Could have easily got a second yellow. Forest with this draw, still hovering just over relegation. Luckily for them, the bottom three are just so garbage that they are not going to get relegated. We are playing this bad against the 17th place team with every one of our players available except Calafiori. Everyone. Forest win the ball back. Saka pressing Nico Williams. Jesus, press him, please. Marcel's plays it long. It's going to go to Raya easily. Nice. Ben White. Dominguez can catch up. Come on. Come on. Bad pass by Ben White. Bad pass by Ben White. Please, too close to damn Dominguez, whoever it was. And obviously Dominguez is going to waste time and sit down. Oh, yeah, my hamstring. Oh. Matt Sells obviously wastes time. Not sure why the referee hasn't booked him yet. Plays it long, obviously. Saliba clears it. Sangare clears it again. Don't foul Timber, please. Oh my God, it stays in. Callum Hudson-Odoi running in against Ben White. And Morgan Gibbs White mishits it. It goes out for a goal kick. Bruh, Timber has been a liability, man, so far this game. Dominguez is down, obviously wasting time. Forest have had 0 shots on target from 6 attempts. Austin have had 3 shots on target from 12. And yet, not one of them could get past cells. Dominguez is going to come off. Omari Hutchinson is getting ready to come on, but not in this play because the play is going on. Declan Rice, Saliba. 3 minutes left in full time. Nice one. Skins Dominguez. Switches the play beautifully to Trossard. Trossard up against Ola Aina and Callum Hudson-Odoi. You're not going to get past two, but he crosses it in anyways. It goes out wide to whom? To no one. Saliba gets it. Saliba to Declan Rice. To Saka. To Declan Rice. Out to Saliba. Isn't he offside, Ben White? Doesn't matter. He plays it. Saliba crosses it in to Trossard. Trossard gets it. Back to Gabriel. Luckily, Gabriel makes a good tackle because Ndoye was sprinting to get that. Declan Rice. Saliba. Saliba out to Saka. That's a goal kick. Not even a corner. Stupid Saliba, man. Playing as if he's a right back. Omari Hutchinson coming on for Dominguez. What a freaking bottle job, bro. Goal kick for Forest. Sells obviously takes it long. Gabriel clears it for a throw-in. Forest throw-in. We're coming to the last 30 seconds of normal time, and then obviously we'll have to see how many minutes the referee gives. Can't believe we've bottled this game, bro. Everyone is like, must win, must win. That means Arsenal are not going to win. Ola Aina gets a yellow card for taking too long to throw. I hope the referee gives like 7-8 minutes just to freaking shove it in their face. Long throw. Gabriel is getting fouled. Referee doesn't give anything. How many minutes is he given? 5, just 5. Eze. Saliba. My God. Eze. To Ben White. And Ben White loses it to Ndoye. Callum Hudson-Odoi on the counter. Back to Nico Williams. Eze wins the ball, but it goes for a throw-in. We are such a bottle job team, bro. Honestly, we're such a bottle job team. Trossard is never going to beat Ola Aina to that. Oh, somehow he does. Saka crosses it in, and it's out for a goal kick. Goal kick for Forest. So Sells takes it long. Declan Rice wins the header. As they place it to no one. Saka's obviously going to press to try and get it, but pointless. Merello clears it. Saliba to Declan Rice. To no one! Goes out for a throw in. I don't know why Omari Hutchinson played it quick there, but I guess they probably won it more than us. Look at that. Nobody pressing Merello. Merello takes it long. Ola Aina keeps it in. Are they going to score? Are they going to score? Callum Hudson-Odoi. He crosses back in to no one. A minute left. And Arsenal have just bottled it 2 weeks in a row, guys. 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. Honestly, don't rest players against Inter Milan now. I changed my mind. What's the point? Go get a win. Just freaking get a win and get some momentum. I don't even know if that'll help with momentum, to be honest. Last minute, Rice, Saliba, one of the worst players on the ball today. Rice, play to Gabriel, please. You're wasting time. Saliba to Saka, up against Callum Hudson-Odoi. Crosses it in. No one. Cleared. Declan Rice fouls Elliot Anderson stupidly, by the way, and that's game. Well, not yet, but he's gonna blow it now. I'm sick and tired of this team, bro. I'm so sick and tired of this team. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm just gonna end the stream. This is very, very frustrating, honestly. Big up to JT who says this team needs a needle mover in attack. This is just embarrassing. Hyper protagonist says 0-0. We take those. I don't agree with that, Hyper man. Like, I know we've extended our lead, but we've only extended our lead because City were just absolute bottle jobs, as I predicted, and as some predicted, because they just don't have a good defense. And now that Gay is joining them, they're gonna eventually be better in defense. Diaz will be back. I know they said 2 months. Just knowing City, they'll probably get him back in a month. Um, Red Bull Vodka says Man City giving us so many chances to extend our lead, and we keep saying we don't want it. Yeah, exactly. And I'm telling you, this is a mentality problem from this damn manager. It is a mentality problem from this manager. It starts from him and then stems to the rest of the team. Because when we extended our lead from 2 points to 6 points against when City obviously dropped points to Sunderland and to who was maybe Chelsea, in both those games City played after us. They didn't play before us. So we had already done our job, and then City went and dropped points. When City dropped points first and we needed to go and extend the lead, we bottled it in both scenarios. Because we just don't have that mindset. If City had won today, I guarantee we would have attacked a lot more and probably ended up winning this game. This manager is so damn conservative. Second half, I think we played a bit better. But again, not good enough to end up attacking them. There were many, many moments in the game where Forest had better spells. I'm actually going to check the possession because I guarantee you we didn't dominate possession that much. I guarantee it was pretty close. I think Forest might have even had more possession in the second half. Now, we had no possession. Honestly, it didn't feel like it. It didn't feel like it at all in the second half. Horrendous. Horrendous. First half, 0 shots on target. Why are you starting that conservative? You're playing against a low block and you're playing Martinelli and Madueke against the low block. Now, fair enough, Madueke had some good moments here and there. But it's not to the level that you'd expect from Saka and Trossard. Ridiculous, man. No, I'm sorry, JT. You're saying it's not on our manager. It is on the manager. When the whole team plays that way, you have to look at the man at the top putting the team in place and preparing them for the game and organizing them. And the guy that's telling them to press, don't press, sit back, go forward. You can't say it's the players. People have been saying it's the players for a couple of weeks now. Oh, players were tired against Liverpool. Oh, players were tired in this game. Come on, that's garbage. That is garbage. If the roles were reversed and Pep had our team and Arteta had the City team, Pep would have been like 10, 15 points clear by now because he would have killed off teams. That's what he does. You approach teams with the mentality of, I need to attack the hell out of them. Not I need to freaking defend or I need to make sure I don't concede. How many times did we press in this game? We didn't do it enough, in my opinion, man. It's so frustrating. Villa obviously have the chance to close the gap tomorrow to 4 points. And I know Villa people are not looking at them as a threat, and I don't think they'll challenge us at the end, but you still don't want to overrule them completely. Madueke was not the problem, it was Martinelli. I agree, Madueke didn't have that bad of a game. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, if you're starting with 2 speed demons on the wings, I'm assuming you do that when you're playing against the high line, not when you're playing against the low block. Now, and I said this in the game as well. I understand Madueke for Saka. I don't get why you're starting Martinelli in a game like this. He never does well against low blocks. What was the logic? Arsenal will not win anything as long as this manager is here. Rubbish mentality. I don't look. I'm pissed off, and I feel like saying that as well, Ozzy. But I don't know if that's true. Honestly, like I think we are genuinely. I think we're going to win the league by default because City are just worse than us. That's the only reason why I think we'll probably win. Not because we are like I thought we were flying up until 2 weeks ago, and then we do this crap against Liverpool and now against Forest, 2 consecutive games. Ashraf, my bro, who you've brought on. I think his subs were fine. I think that's the only thing he got right in the game. His substitutions were okay. All his subs, in my opinion, were good. My issue with him is his starting lineup. And it's not even the starting lineup, it's also the way you play. You cannot get into games conservative. You play against a team like Forest, I would take my chances and say, let them attack. Because more often than not, when you play the kind of game, especially against teams like Forest, more often than not, your draws will convert to wins, not losses. Had we attacked properly against Liverpool and Forest, even if we lost one of them, we probably would have won the other, and now we have an extra point. He approaches games too conservative. Even against Villa that we slapped 4-1, by the way, we were not playing that good until we scored the corner. Once we scored the corner and took the lead, then we got comfortable. So if we don't get that corner in first, sometimes we just get too scared and passive. I believe Villa has the high probability to win their Arsenal. I don't believe that, Aussie. Like, they're also like big. Emery's the big bottle job when it comes to these kind of things, like leagues and stuff. Come on. I was calling for Saka to start on the left with Madueke on the right. JT, I'm sorry. I hate Madueke on the left. I think someone like, unless you can play with both feet, like Semenya can, a left-footed winger should only play on the right. And a right-footed winger should only play on the left. Because the moment Madueke plays on the left, the only thing he can do is go on the outside and cross, and that won't work when the fullback is ready for it. Especially someone like Ola Aina, who's got pace and physicality. If Ola Aina knows you're only going to go on the outside, I'm going to show you the inside only, because I know you have no weak foot, which Madueke doesn't have. But we have to be honest, our attack plus attacking midfielders mid-table quality at best on form. I don't agree, because I think Odegaard on his day is one of the best playmakers in the league. I think Eze on his day is one of the best attacking midfielders in the league. Even Moreno can do damage, even though he's not an attacking midfielder. I think it's the way we play, man. It's like when you see the whole team playing so passive. Saliba, many times today, just putting his foot on the ball and just looking right, looking left, looking right, looking left. Declan Rice a couple of times as well today. Timber as well did a couple of times. He had one good through pass to Jesus. Outside that, a lot of times dilly-dallying on the ball. When a lot of your players step on the ball and stand on it for so long, that is a managerial issue, not a player issue. Because your manager's not building urgency. Either he's instructing them to play slow, or he's not instructing them to play slow, but they're just not listening to him, which also makes it a managerial problem. Why aren't your players following your instructions? But I don't believe that's the case. I believe it's the case that he's too scared to lose, so he's like, guys, control. Guys, control. Guys, don't lose the ball. Guys, control. No, don't tell them don't lose the ball. Tell them instead attack. Go for it. Because if you tell them don't lose the ball, just normally the players are going to get so scared of losing the ball, by default they're going to play conservative. Because their mindset now is, the manager told me don't lose the ball. I have to make sure I keep it because that's the manager's tactics. Which means less risk-taking. All the greatest managers, when they look at the attacking side, they penalize their players for not being adventurous moving forward. I know we created some chances. We had obviously 3 shots on target. Celtic made a couple of good saves. But that can happen in a game, which is why you need to really overload the numbers. If you're going to have one of those games where Celtic has a blinder, then you need to have 7, 8 shots on target, not 3 or 4 shots on target. I said Saka on the left. Okay, fair enough. I hear you with Saka, because Saka can come into his weaker foot as well. I hear you, but I think Trossard also can do well on the left side. And Trossard has been our best attacker this season. I think Trossard should have started this game. I think Eze could have also played on the left and had more damage. Odegaard on his day, we've seen him 2 or 3 games in the last 2 years. Yeah, I would say in the last 2 seasons, I agree. It's been less than 5 games, in my opinion. The speed we play with is insane. Our games fly by. I'd rather have Havertz up front. Yeah, you know what? I actually want to see Havertz. I can't believe that I miss Kai Havertz. You know how crazy that is? I miss Kai Havertz. That's how much of a bum of a striker we have in Gyökeres. The speed of the game is on the manager. I agree with you there. Do you actually even see Arteta changing his tactics at all or evolving it? Because at times I doubt his ability to evolve his game and adapt to it. The funny thing is about that, JT, is that I actually think he did that. From the Newcastle game onwards, I thought we were taking a lot more risks. We were attacking a lot more. We were creating a lot more chances. We were committing people forward. That Newcastle game, I remember at St. James Park. We were playing such good attacking football and pushing players forward. It just immediately made me think, wow, he's really going for it now. He's probably been so scarred by the last 3-4 games against Newcastle at St. James Park that he's finally said enough is enough. Especially since we had just dropped points against City at the Emirates, the Premier League game before that. But then he reverted back. Even against Sunderland, when we drew, he played really well. We attacked, we committed players forward, we had lots of chances. We just unfortunately didn't convert enough of them. I didn't have an issue with the Sunderland game. I had no issue with the Villa game either. Chelsea, I was not that happy, but I said, okay, Chelsea's a good team, so it's fine. Even though they were down to 10 men, but Chelsea's still a very good team on their day. Although now, in hindsight now, you would think that, yeah, we should have slapped them given how bad they've been since then. But the Liverpool game at the Emirates, I'm sorry, there was no excuse. Wolves also was horrendous, but we escaped Wolves somehow and ended up winning. But there was no excuse for the Liverpool game, and there's no excuse today for the Forest game. Also true, I hated the Jesus sub. I mean, look, he did, in my opinion, he did better than Gyökeres, which is not much of a bar because Gyökeres has been a bum this game, and he's been a bum most season. All these guys coming out and saying, oh, let your apologies be louder than your criticism after the Chelsea game. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. How about you let him do it for 4 or 5 games before you start talking? Because he's been crap this season. He's been one of the worst strikers in the league this season. Stop protecting the players that are shit as well. By the way, the players are not shit, Babe Rose. Let's not say that. And Arteta isn't shit either. I haven't said Arteta is shit, and I have not said the players are shit. The players have not done well. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying when there is a clear, slow pace in the way we play, I have to look at the manager. Because the manager controls that. I can't blame Saka today for the header he took and that Sales saved. He took it well. Sales made a good save. I maybe can blame Moreno for heading the ball a bit out wide, but he at least attacked it. I blame Martinelli for the chance he missed. Fair enough. There was another one we had as well, where Sales made a good save. I can't remember. Maybe Declan Rice volley. I can't blame those players when they make those kind of hits and keeper makes a good save. I can blame them for the bad chances they've missed. Fair. But I don't think that's been the overall issue. I think the overall issue, in my opinion, in a lot of games this season, has been our conservative football. I mean, it's hard to gauge how much it is on the manager still. I don't think it is hard to gauge, JT. When it's something across the whole team, I think it's a manager issue. If it's 2 or 3 players slowing the game down, then yes, I'll say those players are slowing the game down. When a bunch of your team slow the game down like that, I'm sorry, that is on the manager. And that was my main criticism of him last season too. When we dropped points at Fulham, against Everton, home and away, against Newcastle, all those games last season, it was because we played so conservative, and people used to call him a dictator and a terrorist because of that. Bro, I want to see Havertz up front and bring Gyökeres and 70 million when defenders are a bit more tired. Bench Gyökeres next game. I honestly don't even want to do that, TQ. I want Havertz to start next game and Jesus to come off the bench. I want Gyökeres to just play some of these cup games and let him earn his spot back. We had over 2 XG. Look at City, they overperformed the XG thanks to quality. We underperformed thanks to quality. Yeah, okay, I hear that too. I hear that. Fair enough. By the way, have we underperformed our XG this season overall? I think we've outperformed our XG this season, JT. Wait, let me see. I need to hop on the football terrace. Let me see if he started. Okay. I'm just checking the XG table. I don't know if that's true, to be honest, JT. Okay, look, this is updated to today's game. Actually, yeah, you're right. You're right. We have underperformed our XG by 4. We have the second highest XG, and we've underperformed our XG. That is bad as well. That is also like, but again, that's also part of like the attackers we have, the players he selects. That part is definitely on the players. I'll give you that. This game alone was like clear evidence with the Martinelli chance, in my opinion, and even the Moreno header. I still think overall our play is too slow. I think our play is too slow. Denzel says this was a game that we should win. United do us a favor and we F it up. I'm tired of keeping City in it. Yeah, 100%. I agree. It's 2 consecutive weeks where they drop points first and we shit the bed. I think it's okay for a lot of them team playing slow, but the biggest problem is being slow is our creator. I don't know. Like Liverpool last season, if you look at them when they won the league, a lot of games when they were like when they were 0-0 or they were drawing, the reason they would end up winning the game is because they would just raise up the intensity. Yes, it means they would get countered a bit more, but they trust the quality of their defenders to deal with it. We have the best defenders in the league. Why can't we trust them to deal with those counterattacks as well? Odegaard just isn't a creator. Come on, JT, that's not true though. The one good thing about him is his creativity. I agree he's not being creative today, which is why I think he should have been hooked off, and he was hooked off, rightly so. But you can't say you can't say that when it's a problem across the team, man. I really can't. I don't think that's the case. He can step in that role when he finally finds some confidence. Yeah, maybe. You know what? I would probably start Odegaard. Sorry, Eze now in that role again. Let that competition. If we are true about if we're really trying to push competition and push, okay, everyone should earn his spot. Odegaard now should be dropped given these last two games. Odegaard first half was slowing the game down, taking the ball from one side to the other. Yeah, fair. But then when Odegaard came up, that didn't, in my opinion, that wasn't a lot better. Now Saliba and Gabriel and Declan Rice and all these guys were slowing it down. So frustrating, man. Honestly, it's so frustrating. We should have wrapped up this game, man. Big up Jason, who says, I'm a Chelsea fan and I think you guys are overreacting. You'll win the league. Jason, I believe we're going to win the league too. I never once said we're not winning the league. But I think we're winning the league because City have been worse than us. They've been shittier than us. Not because we have been sublime killing everyone. We have been up until 2 weeks ago. And then look what we've done the last two games. We need to kill this team off. Remember, they just got Gueye and Semenyo. Diaz will be back in a month or so. A month or a month and a half. They could easily pick up form and go through a good run. They have a couple of good, easy games coming up. We should have killed it. Right now, logically, we should have been 11 points clear. And we bottled it in 2 consecutive games. In games we have no business dropping points in. I think we should give Zubimendi a chance in the 8th. I don't think so. Declan Rice has not done anything wrong in the 8th. I don't think Declan Rice has at least been a good attacking spark. He even had that volley again, which obviously he mishit, which is why it hit the ground and made it a bit easier for Sales to save. But I'm telling you, JT, our issue is not the lineup. I promise you. Because this has been last week, for example, Madueke and Martinelli didn't start. And yet we still end up playing bad. This is clearly a mentality issue with the manager because there's 2 consecutive weeks now where City drop points first and we have the chance to capitalize and go ahead, and we don't. And we play conservative. We didn't play that way against Brighton when we beat them. We destroyed them in the first half. I know it ended 2-1 because we let them come back in the second half, but we destroyed them in that first half because there wasn't that kind of pressure because we went first, I think, before City. But in the last 2 consecutive weeks, we play conservative and super slow against these guys, and again super slow. You know why we didn't play slow against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup? Because there's no Premier League or anything. It's a one knockout game, and I guarantee we don't play slow against Inter Milan either. I guarantee you against Inter Milan we pick up the intensity because it's not a league. Because we're like, hey, if we lose, we lose. It's fine. It's not the worst thing. Let's go for it. I think we win the league as well, but we still can be much better, and we aren't. I agree. I mean, Zubimendi with Rice both in the 8th. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, basically the same thing. Just get Zubimendi to attack a bit more. And Zubimendi is clearly good in attacking. It's 2 things at the same time, though. You can play like we play if you are as clinical as City. Exactly. I agree with that, JT. If we have a Haaland type of player, obviously Haaland has not been informed the last few games, but you know what I mean? Haaland generally, or someone who's so clinical, I get building slowly. Because eventually when you get chances, you trust you'll convert a lot of them. But when you know you're not going to be that good in converting chances and you have a bum of a striker who doesn't make the best movements most of the times, you have to open up the play a lot more. You have to be a lot more attacking. That's what Liverpool did last season. To be honest, the last few seasons. And playing faster, we might concede more, but score more. So I get exactly. Look at the last 2 games. I guarantee if we opened up the play a lot more, I think we would have won both games. So I think we would have been 4 points better off. But worst case scenario, we lose 1, we win 1, we have 1 point better. 9 points would have given us so much confidence to carry on, but now this 2 points drop might come to haunt us. You're right, Wallah, bro. The mentality needed to kill games, often grab the points. Exactly. I'm telling you guys, when we extended the lead from 2 to 4 and then 4 to 6, we played before City. So the pressure wasn't there. We knew like we just get our job done. We didn't know what City did. But when City played first, last week and this week, we ended up bottling it. And I guarantee if City won last week and won this week, we would have won both games. Because we would have had no choice but to go and win. Because we would have known, okay, shit, we're gonna lose the gap. Now we're like, hey, worst case scenario, we draw, we get a point. It's fine. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna hop off. I need to go on the football terrace now. You guys can catch me there. I'm gonna try to do these watch-alongs a lot more. Obviously, this first one back in many months has not been the most successful, but it is what it is. I'll catch you guys later. Big up, everyone. Stay safe. And thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you, everyone, for dropping your comments. Make sure you like the video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.